Let's be honest. Doesn't it feel like reality is just a little off? Like you're living in a world that's almost, but not quite, the one you remember? It's as if someone swapped out the script overnight and now we're all just trying to keep up with the plot twists. You wake up, and the air feels different, like you're in a dream that's just a bit too vivid, or a video game where the graphics are glitching at the edges. Every day you scroll through headlines that sound like they were written by a comedian, not a journalist. Politicians and celebrities are suddenly experts in crypto, NFTs, or the latest viral dance, and you're left wondering if you missed a memo. Memes appear, explode in popularity, and disappear before you've even had a chance to understand the joke. It's like the internet is running on fast forward and you're stuck on pause. It's not just you. We're all feeling this cultural whiplash, like the world's script got tossed and now everyone's improvising. At work, meetings feel like improv classes, everyone's making it up as they go along, and nobody's quite sure what the rules are anymore. Even simple plans with friends can feel like decoding a secret language. Algorithms shape our realities, feeding us niche dramas while our neighbors live in totally different digital worlds. You could be obsessed with a viral video or a trending controversy, while the person next to you has never even heard of it. Our feeds are personalized, but they're also isolating, each of us living in a custom-made bubble. We're in the same world but not on the same page, or even in the same book. Sometimes it feels like we're all reading different stories, written in different languages with no translator in sight. Even when we're together, we're apart, each of us lost in our own digital universe. It's like the world's operating system glitched, and now, nothing works quite right. Technology that's supposed to connect us sometimes just leaves us more frustrated, as if the software of society is lagging and nobody can find the reset button. Social rules blur, career paths twist, and conversations move faster than we can follow. The pace of change is relentless. One day you're an expert, the next you're obsolete. It's hard to know what's expected or even what's real. This constant sense of being out of the loop is the background hum of our lives. It's that nagging feeling that you're missing something important, even when you're doing everything you can to keep up. It's exhausting, and it never really goes away. What's causing it? It's not just one thing, it's a perfect storm. The world feels like it's spinning faster, and we're all just trying to hang on. Pandemic lockdowns, the relentless churn of internet trends, AI that can fake reality, and a tidal wave of information have all collided at once. We're bombarded by news, opinions, and updates from every direction, and it's impossible to process it all. The result? A confusing, disorienting stew we're all swimming in. It's no wonder we feel dizzy, lost, or just plain weirded out by the world around us. It's happening faster than we can adapt. The pace of change is overwhelming, and there's no instruction manual for how to keep up. This isn't a personal failure, it's a system overload. If you feel overwhelmed, it's not because you're not trying hard enough, it's because the world is asking more of us than ever before. And you're not alone in feeling it. We're all in this together, navigating a world that's changing faster than we can process. So if you're feeling out of sync, remember, it's not just you, it's the world, and we're all learning how to live in it, one glitch at a time. Remember when trends lasted a whole summer? Now, a TikTok trend is born, goes viral, and dies in a single day. The internet churns out micro-trends, slang, and even moral panics at breakneck speed. It's impossible to keep up. The cultural landscape is a digital earthquake. Everything feels disposable, and the pressure to stay relevant is exhausting. The algorithm keeps you chasing what you just missed, fueling a constant fear of missing out. Culture isn't fun and organic anymore, it's a stressful race. Even serious issues get swept up and flattened into fleeting infographics. Nothing lasts long enough to matter. How do you build anything real on shifting digital sands? The pandemic wasn't just a health crisis, it was a global reset. In a matter of weeks, the world as we knew it came to a standstill. Streets emptied, businesses shuttered, and a hush fell over cities that once buzzed with life. The sense of normalcy we took for granted vanished almost overnight, replaced by a strange collective pause. Our routines, social lives, and sense of safety shattered overnight. Suddenly, the familiar became foreign. Playgrounds stood silent, buses ran empty, and the comfort of daily rituals slipped away. We found ourselves confined to our homes, peering out windows at a world that felt both distant and uncertain. Years of uncertainty rewired us to expect the unexpected. Each day brought new headlines, new rules, and new anxieties. Plans were canceled, milestones postponed, and the future felt like a moving target. We learned to live with ambiguity, adapting to a reality that seemed to shift beneath our feet. Everything moved online: work, school, friendships. Our screens became our lifelines, connecting us to colleagues, classmates, and loved ones. Birthdays, graduations, and even simple conversations happened through pixels and microphones as we tried to bridge the distance with technology. Now, remote and hybrid life is the norm, and our daily rhythms are fragmented. The boundaries between work and home blurred, and pajamas became office attire. Kitchens turned into classrooms and bedrooms into boardrooms. We learned to multitask in ways we never imagined, juggling responsibilities in the same space. Social skills got rusty, small talk feels awkward. The ease of spontaneous conversation faded, replaced by hesitancy and uncertainty. Even simple greetings or handshakes became loaded with caution as we navigated new social norms. We're all relearning how to be around each other. Reunions are tinged with awkwardness, and gatherings feel unfamiliar. We're rediscovering the rhythms of in-person connection, slowly rebuilding the trust and comfort that once came naturally. There's a lingering caution, a phantom social distance. Even as restrictions ease, many of us still instinctively keep our distance, exchanging cautious glances in public spaces. The invisible boundaries remain, shaping how we move through the world. The pandemic shattered our illusion of control and stability. We realized how quickly everything can change, how fragile our routines and plans truly are. The sense of certainty we once relied on now feels elusive. We're more aware of how fragile everything is, from empty shelves to anxious glances. Reminders of vulnerability are everywhere. The smallest disruptions can ripple through our lives, leaving us more cautious and alert. The future feels uncertain, the present precarious. We plan less, hope more, and try to find comfort in the moment. Each day is a reminder that nothing is guaranteed, and that adaptability is now a vital skill. We're living in the after, and it's fundamentally different. The world has changed, and so have we. We reflect on what we've lost, what we've learned, and how we move forward in a landscape that's still shifting. The world is quieter, warier, and undeniably weirder. Silence lingers where laughter once echoed, and caution colors our every interaction. We're all searching for a new sense of normal, even as the ground keeps moving. And we're all still adjusting, finding new routines, new ways to connect, and new definitions of what it means to feel safe. The long shadow of the pandemic stretches on, shaping our lives in ways we're only beginning to understand. Our brains evolved for survival, not for endless feeds of outrage, memes, and news. We're drowning in information our minds can't process. The dopamine hits keep us hooked, but the overload leaves us exhausted. Focus and attention spans shrink. Anxiety and irritability rise. Algorithms feed us outrage and fear, keeping our threat sensors on high alert. We become emotionally numb, scrolling past tragedy after tragedy. Empathy fades, joy feels distant. We're swimming in content but feel empty inside. This is the mental toll of modern life, and it's a key ingredient in today's weirdness. The line between real and fake online? It's gone. AI can now create images, videos, and text that look and sound real. Deepfakes make it possible to fabricate events, words, even people. Our brains want to trust what we see, but now we can't. Constant skepticism is exhausting, and trust in basic facts is eroding. This tech isn't just for memes, it can disrupt politics, markets, and personal lives. The digital fog blurs reality and fiction, fueling paranoia and distrust. People retreat into bubbles, dismissing anything as fake. When we can't agree on facts, society itself feels unstable. This crisis of truth is a huge reason why everything feels so weird. The ground beneath us is shifting, and it's only getting stranger. Is your online self really you, or just a highlight reel? Social media turns life into a performance, and we're all our own brand managers. We compare our messy lives to everyone else's curated perfection, and always come up short. This constant performance is exhausting and breeds insecurity. We split into different personas for different platforms, losing track of our real selves. Our self-worth gets tied to likes and shares, validation from strangers and algorithms. It's a recipe for a permanent identity crisis. No wonder we feel unstable and disconnected. Who are we really outside the feed? After all this upheaval, it's only natural to find ourselves longing for things to return to normal. We remember the routines and rhythms that once made life feel predictable, and we hope that, somehow, the world will snap back into place. But as we look around, it's hard to ignore the sense that something fundamental has shifted. The world we knew seems distant, and the uncertainty lingers in the air. What if instead of waiting for the old normal to return, we're actually stepping into a brand new chapter, one where unpredictability is the rule, not the exception? Maybe this chaos isn't a detour but the road itself. If we look back, history is a story of massive, disorienting change. The invention of the printing press, the rise of the Industrial Revolution. These moments upended everything people thought they knew. Each era brought its own kind of weirdness, its own sense of the world spinning out of control. For those living through it, the world felt strange, even frightening. People worried about what the future would hold and whether they could keep up with the pace of change. The anxiety we feel today isn't new, it's part of a long human story. And yet, time and again, humanity adapted. We learned new skills, found new ways to connect, and discovered strengths we didn't know we had. Today we're doing the same, navigating new technologies, new ways of working, and new ways of being together. We're pioneers in a digital age, exploring a landscape that's shifting beneath our feet. The pace of change is dizzying, and sometimes it feels like we're fumbling in the dark, trying to make sense of a world that's always one step ahead. Feeling unmoored or uncertain isn't a sign of failure, it's a sign that we're living through history in real time. We're the ones on the front lines, shaping what comes next, even if we don't always know what that will look like. Maybe the goal isn't to erase the weirdness or force things back to how they were, but to learn how to live with uncertainty, to find moments of connection, laughter, and hope, even when the world feels upside down. We can work to solve problems and fight for a better future, but we also have to accept that change and uncertainty are part of life now. The challenge is to stay open, to keep learning, and to embrace the unknown. The world isn't going to slow down for us. Time keeps moving, and so must we. Our real challenge is to build resilience, to create new norms, and to support each other as we navigate this age of flux, together. So how do we stay sane in this new normal? Start by curating your information diet. Unfollow, set limits, take digital breaks. Treat your attention as precious. Seek out real, offline experiences, nature, face-to-face conversations, hands-on activities. These ground you in reality when the digital world feels like quicksand. Invest in real-life relationships and hobbies that aren't for content. Build a sense of self that isn't tied to online approval. Practice self-compassion. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. Remember, nobody has it all figured out. We're all navigating this together. Be kind to yourself when you can't keep up. The systems are designed to overwhelm. Small acts of resistance, like unplugging, matter. You can carve out calm and clarity even in chaos. Here's the big takeaway: if the world feels weird, you're not alone. You're not crazy, just reacting to unprecedented change. This disconnection and anxiety is a shared experience. Understanding what's happening gives you clarity and agency. It's not a personal failing. It's a systemic issue. The weirdness won't vanish, but your relationship to it can change. Instead of being swept away, you can learn to swim, build real-world connections, set boundaries, and practice self-compassion. Find your footing on unstable ground. The world is weird, but we're in this together, and that makes it a little less scary. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment for new videos. Thanks for watching, and take care.